Hello, everybody. This is Come Dine With Me, Western New York. I'm Russ Salvatore.
And I'm Jan Farrington. And living in Western New York certainly has its advantages, Russ. There's great sports and music, culture, food.
And don't forget the people.
Oh.
A proven example. Look at Mario Williams. Signed this big contract. He's been all over. The finest people he ever met was right here in Western New York. Thank you, Mario.
I think we're going to have a great season. That's my prediction. But there are also 3 individuals who also love Western New York, and they are our celebrity chefs. Chefs Art Christie, Krista Van Wagner, and Marco Shortino.
That's true, Jan. We do love Western New York. Coming up in the show, we're going to be making some filet pizzaiola and some crepe Suzettes with some ladies who also love Western New York.
Coming up in today's show, I have the honor of working with Pascal. He's a renowned pastry chef from our area. He's now at the Gatehouse Grill, not only as a pastry chef, but he's also doing the appetizers. Today, he blew me away with pan-seared scallops with a southwestern cornbread dressing, and he made it so simple, you can do this at home.
You know the place for its 7 signature saltwater aquariums, and now you're going to know it for one of its signature dishes prepared by owner Tom Payne from the Grapevine Restaurant, Veal Kingston.
Sounds like a great lineup. We also want to introduce you to a wonderful restaurant, Orazio's Restaurant and Portofino's Banquet Facility. We'll take a sneak peek and meet the owner a little later on.
But first, let's head over to our studio kitchen at Artisan Kitchens and Baths. Chef Art is with owner Tom Payne.
Today we're going to be preparing Veal Kingston, one of your signature dishes, I understand, at the restaurant. I also found out that one of your customers, your very good customers, had a big part in actually designing this dish.
Yes. He wanted us to put something together for him that was that had his favorites of portobello mushrooms and veal. So we came up with this dish.
And now it's one of your most popular dishes you got.
Yes, very good.
Beautiful.
All right, we're going to start off by sauteing the onions. Use a little extra virgin olive oil here.
So Tom, I understand there's some exciting things going on at the restaurant. Tell us a little bit about it.
We're enclosing our patio. We have a rolling glass roof going on it. It's awesome.
Wow. So you get to see the ambience outside, but you're actually in the comfort of being inside.
Absolutely.
Should the weather be inclement, you can't go outside.
Absolutely.
Oh, how's it get better than that, huh?
Okay, so now our onions, they're about halfway. So now we're going to add our portobello mushrooms. I've sliced these up. We don't need too many. And then we'll just continue. Keep this on nice high heat all the way up.
Those sugars are being extracted.
Absolutely.
That's really
and the portobello mushrooms, they hold up so much better than the regular white mushrooms.
White mushrooms.
Yeah. These hold up very well, and they don't get that mushy texture. You know, they stay firm throughout the, because we're going to bake. We're going to bake them right on the veal.
So that's the kind of mushroom you really need to get the integrity to keep the dish together.
Absolutely. It gives it a lot of nice body. Okay, so while our vegetables are sauteing, we're going to bread our veal. I've got a nice piece of top round cutlet veal, and I've tenderized it with a meat hammer very lightly. Now, I like to use the Progresso breadcrumbs. It's a very nice Italian breadcrumb. And we don't put this in egg wash. We're just going to bread it lightly, no egg wash or anything, and then we're going to put it right onto the pan. Now that we have our veal breaded and on the pan, the vegetables are sauteed. We're going to leave them a little bit al dente, a little bit not too cooked, and then we're going to cover the veal with the sauteed portobello mushrooms and onions. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, keep it moist while we're cooking it, and then we'll go right into the oven, 350 degrees for just about 10 minutes. Okay, Art, it's been in about 7-8 minutes now. We're going to pull it out, and we're going to add some mozzarella cheese.
Wow, that looks outstanding.
Okay, we're just going to use a little shredded mozzarella. Not too much. We don't want to cover up the flavor. We just want to enhance it. Then we're going to take it, pop it back in the oven for 2 or 3 minutes just to melt this.
Oh my God, Tom, that is absolutely fabulous, I gotta tell you.
Thanks, Art. The Grapevine Restaurant, 2545 Niagara Falls Boulevard. I'm Chef Tom Payne. Come dine with me, Western New York.
A little later in the program, we're heading to Angola for today's home invasion. But first, our resident nutrition expert, Dr. Jamie Brennan, is with us, and she's got some valuable tips. Hints for Your Health is coming up right after these messages. Be our guest. Let us do the rest.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
My degree from Trocaire provided me with a great foundation for my future, to prepare me to further my education and to get my dream job at the Waldorf Astoria.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocaire School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success.
Some say it's our amazing sports bar featuring a variety of specialty and craft beers. Others say it's our relaxed and comfortable dining room. But whatever draws you to Avezzano Ristorante, one thing's for certain. You're going to get great Italian at a great price. We pride ourselves on our traditional sauces, homemade pastas, and delectable entrees. Avezzano Ristorante, 204 Como Park Boulevard, just minutes from the Galleria Mall, where you always feel right at home.
There's been a lot of debate over which is better for you, artificial sweeteners or sugar. And I'm here to tell you, it's just a battle of two evils. Sugar is filled with nothing but empty calories, meaning higher calories with no nutritional value. Sugar causes blood spikes and lows, promotes fat and weight gain, stimulates appetite, high cholesterol, and promotes inflammation. On the other hand, artificial sweeteners may save you on calories, but they increase your appetite for sweets and carbohydrates. They also promote fat and weight gain. They are nasty chemicals that the body is simply not meant to ingest. So when it comes to artificial sweeteners or sugar, you're really picking your own poison. I'm Dr. Jamie Brennan with just a few more hints for your health.
I'm honored to be here with Pascal from Gatehouse Grill.
Good morning, thank you.
I'm excited about your recipe today. We're doing scallops with a Southwest cornbread dressing, and it's got layers, so we better get started.
Absolutely.
Layers.
The first thing we have to do is prepare our cornbread. It's a quick and easy recipe, as you have. We start with our wet and dry ingredients, putting in all our dry ingredients.
May I? Baking soda, flour, sugar.
And cornmeal, of course. Now we have our wet ingredients. Little buttermilk, 1 egg, and a small amount of butter. You would treat this like you would any pasta, just stirring enough till it all comes together. There you go.
All right. All right. And may I ask, why buttermilk?
It has a great tang to it. When you're dealing with seafood, you want tang. You want something to cut through that seafood-like quality, and buttermilk works very well for that.
Now that's fully incorporated.
Yes, and we have a prepared dish sprayed with a little bit of pan spray.
May I tell the audience this is very important? I do not want your cornbread sticking.
And our baking temperature is 350.
About how long?
About 15, 20 minutes. When to the touch, when it springs back, you know it's done.
Let's get started on that stuffing, that dressing.
Of course.
For this, one of the many levels of this recipe. I just love it.
Very good. Then now that we have our cornbread prepared, we can start sauteing our vegetables. We'll start off with a little bit of the clarified butter, add our onions. You know, it takes just minutes. We just want these to soften up and get nice and rounded. We'll come in with our garlic.
Never too much garlic.
Not in this recipe. And we're fortunate in this area to have corn, ripe for meat and beautiful corn, which we'll add to this.
You took this right off you shucked this yourself.
Yes, I did.
I could tell.
Yes,
I agree with
you. Now we'll add a few more vegetables, our celery, carrots, and a couple of little surprises here. A little poblano pepper, which I've grilled, seeded, and cut. And it adds a nice, soft, smoky flavor to it all.
I love that. I love that smoky. I'm adding all of this. Is that okay?
That's great.
All right.
And finally, we'll finish the dish with 2 ounces of venison sausage.
Well, let's get that sausage in there. All right. Good. What he did was you just took the casing off.
Yes,
okay?
exactly.
All right, that's good. Is it a spicy venison or?
What it adds more than anything else is a wonderful gaminess. And when you think of a product like this, it's not the gaminess, but the way that they make meats now, the wild game, they're very soft and rounded. And we're fortunate to have at the Gatehouse Grill these products that we can serve to our customers.
And another thing I love about the Gatehouse Grill is it's casual. It's comfortable.
It is.
And you really work on the service end of it.
Very much so. Our service persons are well trained. I want them to use the right words, the right language, the right flavors to describe to our customers what they're having for the evening.
Well, I think I'm all sauteed out here.
Very good then.
Tell me next, Chef.
Now we'll add our cornbread.
All right.
And we'll just give that a simple toss.
Okay. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Oh, this is really feeling good to me.
Now we'll add a little salt and pepper and dried oregano.
Dried oregano it is, and just a pinch. It's dried. Salt, any special? Looks like kosher, sea?
It is sea salt.
Sea salt.
And we're going to finish it off with a little chicken broth.
Hey,
just to moisten it all up.
Oh, maybe that's enough.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Now, can I see that pepper mill over there.
Oh, of
Fresh
course.
ground black peppers.
Exactly.
Yes, would you mind?
Not at all, do.
Fresh is best. That is just great. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to putting all this together.
And the smell, isn't that wonderful?
And the color.
Exactly.
The color is beautiful, and how well this is going to work with the sweetness of those scallops.
Exactly. For an appetizer, you don't want too much food. 2 to 3, about 2 ounces per serving. We'll season them with a little sea salt, fresh cracked pepper, and pan sear them off in a little bit of olive oil. The thing about scallops is that overdoing them could be the worst thing ever. So as far as the cooking time, I suggest 2 to 3 minutes on one side, and then I turn them over, turn the heat off, and let them finish themselves.
Thank you. That sounds good. And you are right. So many people overcook those sea scallops. So that is the best thing we can teach you today is don't overcook these. Get that caramelization, put it in a hot pan, and that's how you work with these sea scallops. This dish is fantastic. I love how that chipotle sauce just brings the whole dish together.
And would you call it memorable?
This dish is memorable. And I thank you, Pascal, from my heart for being here today.
Well, thank you, dear. Thank you. Gatehouse Grill, 8220 Main Street. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Today's program is sponsored in part by Key Video Productions, Buffalo Hotel Supply, and Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.
The romance of Tuscany, the flavor of DiPaolo's, everything you love about DiPaolo's, the food, the friendship, the family. Whether in our elegant dining room or outside in the courtyard, the atmosphere is authentic. For a simple dinner out or the affair of a lifetime, find Tuscany in your own backyard. Ilio DiPaolo's Restaurant, Banquets, and Ringside Lounge in Blaisdell, a family restaurant with a gourmet touch.
Beautiful design starts with Artisan Kitchens and Baths. Let us transform your kitchen or bath into the dream room you desire, whatever your style and taste. Artisan Kitchens and Baths can design and install your vision to perfection. Our design team will work within your budget to give you quality at affordable prices. Update your home with Artisan Kitchens and Baths, 200 Amherst Street, Buffalo.
Welcome back to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. Remember, if you want to learn more about the restaurants you see on our program,
or you saw one of our chefs prepare a special dish that you'd like to make on your own, you can find the recipes on our Facebook page. So why not become a fan today?
coming up after this, get ready for our home invasion. But first, Chef Marco is with Orazio Ippolito, owner and head chef at Orazio. Jan, you've been there before, haven't you?
Oh, I sure have. I love going to Orazio's. It's really just kind of like going and have dinner with family. And I also love their banquet facility, Portofino's. You could really go there and plan with Orazio a wedding or a baby shower or a rehearsal dinner.
Excuse me, you got to try the stuffed artichoke. Orazio, you tell him Russ Salvatore sent you. He will make it so delicious for you, it's out of this world.
Okay, deal. I am going next time. I'm going to have the stuffed artichoke, but right now we're going to go into the kitchen with Chef Marco and Orazio.
People always ask me, Chef Marco, when you're in the mood to go out to eat, where do you go? At the top of my list has got to be Orazio's restaurant in Clarence. Whether it's their innovative daily specials, their authentic Italian, or their incredible banquets, it's easy to see why. Come dine with me at the award-winning Orazio's. I'm joined by head chef and owner Orazio Ippolito. Tell us a little bit about the secret of your success here at Orazio's.
Well, Marco, we have a saying here at Orazio's. It's not like home, it is home. And one of the things we pride ourselves on is friendly, comfortable atmosphere. And we're proud to be on a first-name basis with a lot of our guests. So when you come to Orazio's, you can get your favorite drink from Sam at the bar, or talk to Amy out in the dining room, or ask Mike any question you might have about our banquet facility.
It's no wonder everyone's talking about Orazio's. I seem to hear your name popping up in the news and online all the time.
We've been lucky to win our share of awards recently, including the best overall food at the Taste of Clarence. Our pasta puttanesca won first place, the People's Choice Award at the Taste of Buffalo this year. Our pasta con vodka won the New York State Best Dish Award.
Well, you can understand why. Everything here is so fresh. I saw the guys back there making bread, and I know all your desserts are made daily.
Yes, we make everything from scratch here. The bread's made every day, the pastas, the lasagna noodles, and all our desserts, gelatos, everything's made in-house. We have our daily specials, fresh steaks, seafood, and just about anything you can think of that you're in the mood for, we'll have it.
That's awesome. Can guests expect the same homemade quality from your catering and banquets too?
Definitely. It doesn't matter if it's 4 people or 400 people, you're still going to get the homemade bread, the fresh pastas, the same service that you get in the front of the house. And we have our banquet facility, Portofino's, connected to the restaurant, that we can customize any type of menu for you and make it as simple or as elegant as you want. And we do drop-off catering as well. And if you want to host an event in your house or your office, we will take care of everything for you.
Well, I'm feeling right at home here at Orazio's. I'm getting a little hungry too.
Well, you've definitely come to the right place.
Come out and join us at Orazio's restaurant on Main Street in Clarence, where it's not like home, it is home.
I teach music at the Nichols Middle School. For the past 14 years, I've taught general music, grades 5 through 8.
I've known Corinne since high school. We live in a small town and everybody knows everybody else.
She's just this sparkly, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful human being.
A lot of people that I knew were getting sick.
In 1997, I discovered I had cancer, which is shocking to anyone.
She's got such a positive spirit. She's a beautiful person, not only on the outside, but on the inside. She's a cancer survivor.
One can do anything if one has wonderful friends.
I recorded an album of my own songs with the help of some good friends and decided that I would dedicate the album and the sales of the CD to Roswell. The CD is on sale at Barnes & Noble on Niagara Falls Boulevard, and it's in the Roswell Park gift shop. And it's $10, and 100% of the proceeds go back to Roswell Park.
Their symphonies play on in us to ride a brand new strong.
I got goodies for you. Good.
We're doing something a little different today. I spoke to Corinne, the homeowner, and she cooks out of the refrigerator, and that's what we're gonna do today. Let's open this refrigerator up to see what we got going on.
Go. A lot of people cook from the fridge, and when I do cooking classes, I always talk about, using leftovers and incorporating them into your meal.
We found some peppers, onions, and mushrooms that were in the refrigerator. There was a can of San Marzano tomatoes that we found in the cupboard. We used it to make filet pizzaiola, which is an Italian staple dish.
The first thing I saw when I opened the fridge was the citrus, the lemon and the oranges, and then there was eggs by it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted to do crepe Suzette, but I did want to walk in with something. I was real proud to walk in with my homemade cheesecake ice cream.
And then we made a spinach salad. We found some spinach and some honey mustard. We just added some oil and vinegar, some dried cherries to it, some feta cheese. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
Today we're cooking red meat. Red meat. It's going to be brown meat.
No, it's not going to be brown meat.
Brown
you're cooking
meat.
with me today. Basically, she wanted to learn how to not make it brown and not make it gray. So I'm going to have you open the San Marzano tomatoes, and I'll start cutting the pepper. So we're just going to cut our vegetables up. We sliced the steaks about a ½ inch thick, and we just pan-seared them in olive oil, nice hot pan. Got it about 17,000 degrees because this stove is amazing that came from Artisan Kitchens. We're going to cook this medium rare. Hear that sizzle? That's what we want. We added some red peppers, some mushrooms and onions, a little bit of garlic to it. San Marzano tomatoes finished with some red wine. Simmer for a few minutes, get to the right temperature. Top it with fresh mozzarella, finish it with the sauce, a little grated Romano cheese.
Mozzarella, tomatoes.
What's with these knives? Your kitchen's beautiful, but these knives are like cutting with newspaper.
It's a work in progress, and I don't cook meat, so
Where's your
I
steak?
don't need any knives, but now I'm going to have to cook meat.
Where's your steak? I made it medium well for you. And
It's
you're not
right
gonna
here.
eat the
Don't you
steak.
see it?
Unbelievable.
Crepes, I've done those a million times in a million ways. Today we're doing the sweet crepe. How does that sound? And we'll finish it with that ice cream?
It sounds great.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to have you in charge of the crepes. And do you mind whisking?
No, I don't
Okay,
at all.
Your job is to whisk. We're going to start out very simply. This is
I start right as soon as you get them
yeah,
on?
This is a very, very basic crepe recipe.
Okay.
Eggs and sugar for a sweeter crepe, equal parts milk, and then flour. Whisk it really good. Finish it with a bit of vanilla. I grated some orange zest in it because I was really in the mood to just kick it up with flavor. And then I added some Grand Marnier. So let's let that rest. We'll clean up. And you're going to be flipping some crepes in just a minute here.
Okay, great.
First of all, I have to say I had a lot of fun with Kathy today. Some people just think they can't flip a crepe. The most important thing I share with you today is using a Teflon pan.
I got to make them and flip them, and I like the crepes.
For the sauce, it's just equal parts butter, and I use brown sugar. A lot of times it'll crystallize on people, so my little secret was to use corn syrup. I added some more orange zest and lemon juice. Finished it with, once again, Grand Marnier. I put the orange segments in there, laid the crepe, folded it over, and then we garnished it with orange segments, a bit of sauce, and of course the homemade cheesecake ice cream.
Oh, boy, I can't wait to try it.
C'est magnifique.
Delicious.
So Isabella, I saw some things that were hanging out in the refrigerator. I think we throw together a nice salad. What do you think?
Excellent, excellent.
We'll make a dressing.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Start whisking.
Do you,
Go ahead, what were you going to ask me?
I was going to say, do you start with the mustard and then incorporate the oil or the vinegar?
Who's the chef?
You are.
I forgot the mustard. I forgot. So she pointed that out. Thanks, Isabella.
He's a very lovable, likable, fun person. And he cooks well.
We made a dressing which is real simple: olive oil, balsamic vinegar, honey mustard, squeeze of a lemon, a little salt and pepper. Tossed it together with some dried cherries, some feta cheese and onion. I mean, it really is a simple, fresh dish, and the girls loved it.
The meal was great. The meat was good. I liked the sauce. It was just fun.
I love the whole thing. I loved making it, but I particularly loved eating it. That was the best part.
My friends are so special to me. This was just another nice bonding experience.
Just a great way to spend a Tuesday afternoon in Buffalo, New York.
And now, not only am I a sexual goddess, a wonderful mother, a perfect wife, I am now a gourmet cook, all in one afternoon.
I hope you loved it. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
In just 2 years, I got the education I needed to open my own restaurant. Trocaire even helped me expand my network in the community. Those connections are priceless.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocaire School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success.
The Village Inn, located on Ferry Road in Grand Island, offers a quaint, home-like atmosphere for your dining pleasure. And the food? Ah, yes, the food. Homemade soups from scratch, prime rib and pasta specials, along with Western New York favorites, including our famous fish fry. And of course, a perfect ending to one of our great meals, our famous desserts. It truly is Grand Island's best-kept secret. The Village Inn, comfort food at its best.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.
Welcome back to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. We're out of time, but before we go, I want to encourage you to support our local restaurants when eating out this week.
And we'll be back here, same time, same station next week, and we hope you'll join us then. For everyone here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, I'm Jan Farrington.
And I'm Russ Salvatore. Time to stick a fork in it, Jan, because we are done.